Hello everyone. Hello, Joe here with another crafting live. Yay. I hope you guys can see me okay and hear me okay. We're just getting everything set up. Ant will hopefully be joining me in a moment. He's just making us a lovely brew because we both have really just, Ant's only just coming from work. We've rushed down some food so that we can be ready for 8 o'clock. So we're definitely in need of a cup of tea. Hello there, Angie. How are you? Hi, Lindsay. Let me just gather up my wires. So I've got wires all over the place. Hello, Alison. Hi, Lucy. Hello, Siobhan. Lovely to see you too. Thank you so much for joining. The setup doesn't look too wonky today, does it? That's a good start. Excellent. So, I think I did put on the event for today that I was going to attempt to do a Easter card with non-Easter related products. I am going to cheat a little bit because, as you may have seen on our social media, I have released a free Digi stamp today, it has just gone live now at 8 o'clock. So if you are interested in the Digistamp that I'm going to be using today, that is available for free throughout the Easter period, should you want to have a little play with it. Thank you. And I am going to use that in the demonstration. So I did cheat a little bit, but I'm sure you will forgive me that. Because I felt like I needed something a little bit Eastery in my card, and we've never really done an Easter set as such. We've done rabbits in the past, but Easter cards isn't something that I normally do. We don't have any children, so we don't really have any cause, I suppose, for making any Easter projects as such. But like I said in the post, we do both like the chocolate bit. The giving and receiving of chocolate is much appreciated at Easter time. So I thought, well, let's do a Digistamp, because we more than likely won't necessarily do an Easter set in the future, but we'll certainly be doing more spring related stamps in the future. So hello to everyone. I can see everybody's popping on. Elizabeth, Alice, Lucy, Laura Ann, Emma, Nicola, Claire, who's just printing eggs to colour as we speak. Leslie's here, Yvonne, Lunan's here, Siobhan. Oh, we've got a full crew with us.
I'm here as well.
Oh, and Ant is here as well. So Ant is gracing us with his presence this evening to help me out, because we are launching our sale now. So everything is happening at 8 o'clock. It's like the prime time. So the sale goes live at 8 o'clock. We're live at 8 o'clock, and the free Digistamp is available at 8 o'clock.
Wow.
So there's lots for us to talk about, and I'm going to use some of the dies that are in the sale. The sale runs from tonight until Wednesday at midnight, not Monday, as I put on my original post. Thank you to Alison for pointing that out to me. Bless her. I'm definitely having a moment where I'm 2 days like behind myself.
Yeah.
But anyway. So this is the Digi stamp set that you can get for free. That is also listed under the spring sale section. The dies are all 30% off if you use your code. We've also got in there our imperfectly perfect blender brushes. Now, when we listed these in the sale last time, and this is a warning for anybody that's watching now, You're going to get in there before anybody else realises. I haven't sent a newsletter out to anyone yet to announce this. I'll be doing that later on. So you guys are getting to know this first. When we last listed our Perfectly Imperfect blender brushes, I think they sold out within half an hour. There are not many of them left. They're on at an amazing price. They are slightly imperfect, so they won't be beautifully smooth like the one that I've got here. They might have a little bit of a dint maybe in the bristles. They work exactly the same, they just don't look quite as pretty, so we can't sell them for full price because they don't look like they're perfect, but they still work perfectly. So
that's why they're perfectly imperfect.
Exactly.
I've just for everybody, I've posted a link in there to the spring sale, which has got the Imperfectly Perfect blender brushes on, and I've pinned that, so you should be able to see at the top of the comments if you are interested.
Fab. Thank you very much. So you will get a mixture. They won't come in any fancy packaging. They will be 5 brushes for the price of £9.90, which is massively reduced from the full price. And like I say, they are very, very limited. So if you're wanting to stock up and you're not bothered about them being a little bit, maybe have a little bit of a ridge in the bristles, then get them in your basket and get them bought while they're there. Right, so let's get on to our project. So, like I say, I have already printed this out, and I will do a little bit of colouring of this in a little bit later when I come to colouring the rest of my images. But I did just want to show you that I have already coloured and fussy cut some of these out, because it's the fussy cutting bit that's going to take the time. So because we don't have a lot of time, I have already planned that bit and done that bit beforehand. So you can see that on the stamp set itself, you're going to get 3 different sizes of your basket. You also get 3 different sizes of the eggs that go in your baskets, so they fit in each of those baskets. And then you're going to get a selection of different size eggs. So I've already coloured and cut one of my baskets out here, and also the little eggs, and they can just fit inside your basket. You can then add your little bow on the top or on the side, wherever you want, so you can build that up, just like if you die cut it really. And that's one that I've already put together and stuck together. And I'll just hold that a little bit closer to the camera so that you can see that. So it's really, really sweet, and you will also get 3 different sentiments, and I've just cut one of those out. One of them is open so that you can colour that in, which I've done there, and again I'll just hold that up a little bit close to the camera so you can see that. So you can colour that in whatever colours you like, and I've just cut this out with the smallest of the oval dies, so I may potentially use that as well as part of our project today. So, but like I say, when we come to do the colouring in portion, I'll perhaps colour in one of these for you. Hello, have I made a mistake there?
The prices haven't amended to the below.
Oh no.
Does it need?
No, it doesn't.
Does it?
Because you put the code in.
Oh, you had the code.
You had the
right.
code in. So
Yeah.
there's a code on the front page. So the prices look full price because they are full price until you put the code in. So there's a code on the page when you go to the spring sale, and you just need to put that code in, and that will reduce the price. That's why I've put the prices on the picture so that you know what you'll actually be paying, because the price still shows as full price.
I will.
Does
put
that
the
make sense?
Yeah, I'll put the code in the where the pinned page is. But for anyone that's interested, the code is Hoppy Spring 21. How did you come up with that name, Jo?
Well, it took a lot of thought. Right, so I've made a little sketch of what I'm going to do today. So to help me along, because my brain is a little bit fried at the moment. So, you know, anything I can do to give it a little help. But I need a card base to start, because I'm going to, in fact, Do I need a card base to start? Well, yes, I do. Obviously, we need a card base, don't we?
Well, if we're going to be making a card, that would be helpful, I think. Yeah.
It does rather help, doesn't it? So I'm just going to move our Digi-Stamp sheet out of the way. And I'm going to grab an A6 size card is what I'm going to use today. And I'm also going to use, she says, if she can find it, our Rainbow Brights card pack now, paper pack now. I'm just going to see if I've got the colour. I bet the colour that I actually want to use. Oh, it is there. I want to use yellow today. So I wanted to make sure that I'd got some yellow. And I do. So that's handy, isn't it? And I'm going to cut this to the same size as my my card base. Now, I could use my nesting dies to do that, but I'm just going to trim it down with my trimmer today. So I'm just going to use my card base as a guide, and then I'm going to line that up, remove my card base, and snippety snip, trimmity trim, and then we're going to just line up the bottom as well, and there we go. So that's going to be my card base. That's my plan. Some pretty yellow polka dots. And you can see the colour scheme that I've used. I'll use our little sentiment here. The colour scheme that I've used is a mini rainbow of sorts. So I've got like an aqua blue, a nice green, sort of a fresh green, yellow, like a peachy colour, and then a pink. So that's the colour scheme that I'm going to be going with for the rest of my card. And I'm going to use one of the dies that is in the sale today. If I can find it in here.
Which one is that?
It is going to be the Nordic Star.
Oh, I really like that one.
The Nordic Star Slimline.
We've got that in a stencil as well, haven't we?
We have. That
I remember
is correct.
I made us a stand for our Christmas tree this year because the one that we had last year was broken. So made it out of wood, painted it, and then Joe stenciled the Nordic Star all over it. So
I
really
totally forgot about that.
I think you did post, didn't you, at the time around Christmas?
I did, yes. But I'd totally forgotten that you'd done that.
Oh, God.
I don't like that piece of cardstock. That's not one of ours.
Who else is eating a bag of mini eggs as we speak? Is it just me, or is anyone else?
Are you eating a bag of mini eggs?
Went to the supermarket yesterday and bought 10 packs of mini eggs, and Joe had already been and got me 10 cream eggs.
Yeah. So we're good on the egg front.
For about a week or so.
Well, yeah, for about a day with you. About a day. So yeah, is anybody planning on doing anything nice over Easter? I know we're not really meant to be going anywhere, but we're doing anything kind of family related. Yes, you're working, aren't you? And you're working when the clocks go forward, so that means that you'll have an hour less at work.
They go back.
No, they don't. They go spring forward. They spring forward.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. I had this debate with my mum because I couldn't work it out.
Yeah.
But she was like, no, they don't. My mum's always right. My mum knows these things. So yes, so it springs forward. That's like the rhyme, isn't it? Or the little thing that you say to yourself is spring forward. So I feel like some of those haven't quite cut because my machine is a bit bowed. So I'm going to put a shim across the section where it's not quite gone through. In fact, there's a little bit at the bottom as well, so I'm going to cover that all and pop that through again, just because that's it's just because my my plates are a little bit bowed.
Spring into spring, fall into fall, says Lindsay Turner.
There you go. That's what how it goes.
Angie McChesney says march on, fall backwards.
There you go. There you
Like
go.
righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yes. Oh, look at that! I've actually created a little emboss by complete fluke. I didn't mean to do that, but actually I quite like that.
That'll save you embossing it later then.
I like that. I might use the emboss.
You love a bit of embossing,
instead.
don't you?
That looks really, really cool. I really like that.
So how's that done that then?
So I put that in as a shim
Just like, all right,
to
yeah.
help me with this.
Yeah.
Because there was a few bits that hadn't quite come out. But that's actually then embossed this lovely pattern. So I am inclined that I might use that instead because I really like that, and that was a happy accident. And we like little accidents.
We like happy accidents, definitely.
Yes, happy accidents are better than non-happy ones.
Oh yes.
So, and obviously this is going to then create me lots of little bits that I might just leave for now. But you can see what we were going for there was very cool as well. But I think I might prefer the to use the embossed bit. It looks really cool. So I hope that you guys can see that. And I know this is kind of, I'm going to just, there, I think you can see there now if I hold it up. It looks really cool. The Nordic Star obviously is a little bit, was created during the winter time. So to that end, it's a little bit for the winter time. But actually, if you do it in different colours, it can just be a flower for any time of the year. It doesn't have to be a winter dye. So that's what we're going to do with it today. So I'm going to trim this down and use this nice emboss bit, and I might even add a little bit of ink to it to bring out some of the embossing. Oh, hello. Something fell off my shelf there. So, in fact, I'm going to cut it down a little bit smaller than that. There we go. Oh, have I done that? Have I done that at all straight? Probably not. Knowing me. Sorry if my head's in view. So yes, what's everybody up to this evening then? Is anybody crafting along? Anybody eating mini eggs like Ant?
I've eaten them all, they're all gone.
They're all gone. Anybody checking out the sale items and filling up the baskets? Right, so that's, let me see, right, how much of it I want to show on each side. So I might cut it down just a tad more on this side, just so that we can see a little bit more of that pretty polka dot. Now let me just double check something here, because I was also going to use a sentiment die that's got a banner in it, and of course it's going to be the one that's right at the back. Oh yes, this is quite a deep banner, that one, so that might end up being wider than we need.
Lo Rivieri
Hello
says,
there.
nothing, I am too tired to move.
Oh, bless you.
Alice Gadney is colouring trees and cutting flower globes.
Perfect.
Alison Pendlebury Brown is she's just finished making a birthday card.
Ah.
Claire Brumby is colouring eggs. She's done the sale and eating quavers.
Eating quavers.
Yes.
They're not very Eastery quavers, but I still approve because I do like a quaver.
So you've done the sale, so do you mean you've been in and you've ordered in the sale?
or you've already got everything that's in the sale.
No, yeah, she's definitely done it. I can see it.
Some people don't waste any time.
Oh no.
She knows what she's doing, though. You see, she's been here before. It's not her first rodeo.
Yeah, Claire, have you ever ordered any of the imperfectly perfect blender brushes when I've had them on sale before? And if so, do you have any comments to make about them? Have you noticed any difference?
Oh, that's a good question.
Still get the same amount of ink blending, blenderage. That's a good word.
That's a good word. Do you like that? Blenderage.
Yes. Obviously, if you think they're absolutely terrible, then don't comment. But if you've got anything positive to say,
yeah, we don't think you'll have anything terrible to say because, to be honest with you, I tend to use the imperfect ones. I have a set that is for photos, obviously, that I need to keep looking sexy.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy brushes.
But then, other than that, I will use the imperfect ones myself because that means then that I've got more of the other ones to sell to you guys.
Well, I can see that I'm just looking at the orders, and I can see that Claire has ordered the brushes this time round.
Oh, excellent!
Laura Ann is trying to make fondant icing.
I thought she was making fondue.
No, sorry. Fondant icing decorations for a birthday cake for the weekend. Jessica Brumby is crafting along with some butterscotch drops.
Butterscotch drops, they sound nice.
Angie is not feeling the best after her COVID vaccination.
Oh,
a lot of
wow.
people are saying that. There's quite a few people at work that have had it, and they are all saying that they are
just feeling a bit under the weather.
feeling
my
very
mum
groggy
said
and
that.
lethargic.
Yeah. My mum said the same
Which is
when
not
she
good.
had hers. But I think, you know, when you've had your flu jab, I think you sometimes feel a little bit like that, don't you? And your arm ached a little bit, I think,
Yeah.
as well.
I think what I've said to like anyone that's been talking about it today is just think of the long-term benefits.
That's it.
Think about the fact that you will be vaccinated against it, and
So we've got this.
Jenny Orchard's with us. She says it's going to be a short time watch for her this evening. She's feeling very tired.
Oh, we're all feeling it today, aren't we? I think.
Alison Chelsea is going to put all her pre-done critters on cards.
Ooh, that sounds cool. That's very satisfying. That when you've already got your critters already coloured, and then you can just make something. I do think that's really satisfying. So I'm just using my my little swatch of cardstock here just to match up which yellow I want to use with my background. Because again, I think I'm going to stick with a yellow.
I like the vanilla milkshake. With
The vanilla milkshake looks nice, doesn't it? It's a bit more neutral, but I also liked the lemon sorbet. I think the vanilla milkshake.
Sorbet.
I think you were a good shout on the.
Oh, there we go.
On the vanilla milkshake.
Oh, just what's his name? Dean
Wilson.
Dean Wilson. I'm coming after you.
That's so funny.
This is a message for young Oscar Chelsea.
Oh,
It's time to go to bed.
Is this a regular thing now? We have to tell him to go to bed.
And Alison Pendlebury Brown says, true about the flu jab. I have one every year, and most years I feel crappy.
You just, I think you do just, and they say you can't possibly do because you don't get the virus, but everybody feels it, so there must be something in it.
Jane Vaughan says that she was fine after a vaccine. Actually, I was totally exhausted, but my baby was 6 and not sleeping, so I assumed it was just that.
Ah, right, yes. So, you see, the thing is you were just doing the mum thing and just getting on with it.
That's what mums do.
That's what you do. So, I'm just using the zigzag.
Put your teeth in, love. Put your teeth in.
This is a difficult one to say. The
Zigzag frame and tag dies.
Yeah, that one. It's in the sale, and this one is a really handy one because it has got so many good things in it. And I just showed you there my little swatches are made out of this very tag. So I cut all of my swatches using that tag, and that is really, really useful to have. I just hang it up next to me, and then I can make sure that I'm making the correct choices. So let's pop this through our machine.
For anybody that might have joined us a little bit later, this is Joe's producing a card using the Easter basket Digi stamp. Baxit, sorry.
Brexit.
I'm very tired.
We're both tired.
Which is available for free via the website. It's a free download, so treat yourself to some freebies while you can.
Sorry for the noise, and I did move all of my desk there in when I leaned forward, so I hope I put it back where it belongs so you can see what I'm doing.
So Alison Chelsea says, thank you, he's off to bed now. He checks every week to see if I'm here.
Oh.
To tell him to go to bed. It was a nightmare last week. with no ant to instruct
No
him.
ant to instruct him. Oh dear, this is it now. You've got a job.
It's all part of the service.
All part of the service.
Part of the service.
Bless you. Bless him. So I was going to use the It's Your Day die set for my banner, but my banner ended up being a bit too wide. So this does come with its own banner. But I do quite, I don't know,
That does look too wide.
It does look too wide, doesn't it? So, because I think I want the contrast, you see. So, so I think I'm going to keep it at that for the moment. So yes, but that is another useful die to have. So this is starting to come together a little bit now. So the next thing that I want to build up is a little circle, I think maybe a circle. So we don't have the circle dies, I'm afraid, in the sale, but they are very, very popular. It's just nesting dies in general are just great to have in your stash. You just have to have them, don't you? Now, if the circle is too big, I may go for an oval. Why can't I find my circles? What have I done with them? I'm sure I've just had them very recently. This is why I need a new office, Anthony. I need all of my bits where I can see them.
Well, you know, I can't make it happen overnight. I've got to go and earn a living as well.
Yeah, that's true. So we are also in the process of doing a move. I think I mentioned. Did I mention this? I think I mentioned this. Maybe last week. So we are going to be moving my office. So let's have a look, see if this is going to all fit where I want it to. So I might have to do an oval to match my oval. Because my sentiment's quite large.
Ziomara is making some thinking of you cards for friends. Yvonne has asked if she can order from the Netherlands as well. Yes, she can. We do ship internationally.
Absolutely. Yes, most definitely. And I don't think that the experience of shipping is too much of an issue. We do have a few people that order from us in the Netherlands, around Europe, Belgium, Germany. Yeah. So I think so far that we're still good to go in those areas. So I know obviously with Brexit that there has been a few worries about shipping costs and things. Where's all my good white cardstock? Here we go. There it is. So I'm just going to cut a piece. I'm going to cut a circle from this. Yes, yes, that's what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I think this is major construction today, but it will all come together. I'm pretty happy with this sentiment, and I'm determined that I'm going to make it work because I do like it a lot. And I love my little Easter basket as well. I think it's going to look very cute. to create a little scene here on this this little backdrop, and I'm going to select a little critter to go on here. So I need that looks quite cute, doesn't it? So far so good. And I would so good. So I've got a few little scraps here that we can use to make our little background. So I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to get some of our other dies here. There's a couple of good die sets that I want to use. So I've got the, this is the windmill add-on die set, and the windmill set is also in the sale. And I did have an idea to make this windmill into a toadstool. We're not going to do that tonight, but I do think that that could easily become a toadstool. So I think we should definitely do that at some point. So let me have a look at what I've got here, because this is quite a cute little, that could be a little bit of grass, I feel.
Annalisa's joined us. She says, hi,
Hello
Joe.
there.
Hello, Ant as well.
Hello, Ant as well. Oh no, that's not the right piece of cardstock, is it? Hello, Annalisa. Are you going for a walk, or have you been for a walk? She always seems to be going for a walk around the time that we're crafting. She's very good. She goes for a good walk every day, and it always looks lovely where she's walking. It always looks really, really pretty place that she's walking to. So I'm going to see what this looks like and see if I can make this into like a little bit of a grassy mound. Grassy mound. And then in this set here, we've got some cute little clouds. And I think I'm going to use those as well, because that would be very sweet. So let's have a look at our little grassy mound. So if I pop that on there, that's quite cute, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like that as a little idea. So if I'm going to have to get my little circle back out though, because I need to make the bottom part the same as the rest of our card. So this is just, I suppose, just showing how you can make dies that weren't intended for one thing into something else. So if you haven't got the dies that you need to do a certain thing, you can improvise and use something else entirely and just make something totally different. And it'll just look really unique because of that. So I also, we've got lots of lovely eggs that we can use to decorate up as well. But I'm going to chop out a little bit of my white cardstock again. We might as well put these all through at the same time. And these little clouds are really cute because they've got little pinpricks of detail in them, so that you know, you've got an extra little bit of detail in the clouds, and they're all swirly, which I think is very cute. I'm going to get rid of that. So let's pop that on there, and then I need to pick my character that we're going to use as well. So pop those back in there. Put this to one side, and then I'm going to keep knocking this out of the way, don't I? I'm going to get my silicone mat out, and I know we said we were going to try and do some reverse stamping today, but I haven't had time to practice it, unfortunately. While I've been getting everything ready for the sale and so on, I've just completely run out of time.
The day has run away
The
with
day has most definitely run away with me. So I just show you there what those cute little little clouds look like. Aren't they cute? So I think I might do another one of this size so that we can layer those up. But they're really really sweet.
What do you call that then? That's put dots on it. Like, what sort of dye is that? Because you know, like your dyes, like they cut around shapes and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
But what are they called? A particular dye or just dye?
They are just a dye, but I suppose some of them have a stitch detail.
Stitched detail. That's what I'm looking for.
But it's not really stitching as such because it is like a pinprick kind of a deal. So so now we've got like this grassy hill going on with the tufts of grass sticking out, which I think is quite cute. And then I'm going to pop my other little cloud back through. And so I'll need some sky in my background. So I'm going to get some of we'll do a bit of tumble glass. Salty ocean, I think, and I'm going to use a stencil. Now the stencil, I don't know actually if our Scenic stencil is still in stock. I feel like somebody may have ordered the last one today, but I may be wrong. So, our Scenic stencil has got all these lovely clouds on it. So I'm going to use one of my blue blender brushes. What now? Do you think that clouds would get smaller towards the ground, or would they get would they be larger and get smaller the higher up they went? That's the question. What do you think? I'm going to say larger and getting smaller.
Alright.
Because I could see that you weren't sure.
Tricky one, isn't it? It's a question I've never really thought
You've
about.
never really thought about it, have you? Well, now I've got you thinking. So this is a really cool stencil because you can just flip it around. It's got three sides with all different cloud shapes, but because you can flip them either way, you've actually got more than that in terms of cloud shapes. So the possibilities are almost endless, and I think actually I might not need any of that salty ocean, so because I quite like that as it is. Shall we see if that stands out enough as a sky? I think it looks quite pretty as it is. So,
Lindsay Turner's recently bought this set.
So I knew I'd seen somebody purchase it recently, but I wasn't sure if it was the last one. You may be in the lucky last. So my scene's coming together. I love it. This is looking really pretty. So maybe should have used a bit more of an aqua colour in my sky because I've got a bit of an aqua colour going on. I think it still works. Sky. So yes, so that's my other little cloud, which is very cute. Right, so now I need to pick an image, and I'll just move this out of the way because I don't want to get ink on everything else, but we'll give that a wipe clean afterwards. So here we've got now, look, our little cards coming together. So I'm going to pop my fake grass on the bottom there, like so, and then we're going to have the hoppy Easter, and then we've got some clouds. Yeah, that's looking kind of cute, isn't it? And then I'm going to have my Easter basket. So with an Easter basket we need a little critter, don't we? So rabbits. I have the rabbit with the bees. Now the rabbit with the bees actually is super cute. He's the all occasions critter rabbit, but he's facing the other way, so we can just move our arrangement round so that he's the other way. We could try some mirror stamping, but I'm not going to test it live because I'm not that brave. So when we die cut him, oh, and look, he's the perfect size. So when we die cut him, he won't. The bees will cut out, but they will be separate to our little rabbit. So, and his little honey jar, we could actually cover up with one of our little eggs. So that would be rather cute, wouldn't it? So let's use him. I'll pop that over there, and I need my super smooth card, my stamping block, and I am just going to, where shall I put it? Let's cut it down there, cut it down the middle. And then, because we only need a little piece. What's going on, Anthony? Give me the news. Anything?
Alison Pendlebury Brown says to use smaller clouds at the top because they're further away.
Oh, there you go. That was my theory also.
Christina says such a cute set.
Yay!
And Jenny Orchard is going to be leaving us. She's feeling tired and drained.
Jenny's had a day, haven't you, my dear? You've had a day. We'll just leave it at that. We shall leave it at that, but we're all thinking of you. So, dropping everything. So I'm going to use my memento here, and we're going to, let me move this over so that you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. Stamp up our little guy here, and I only need to colour in my little rabbit, don't I?
Rabbit.
My little rabbit, my little bunny. So, oh, Christina, how are you? I've not heard from you for such a long time. How are you doing? So, Christina was on our design team many moons ago. So let's give that a little wipe.
Shani says the sale is far too tempting. Good job, it's payday tomorrow.
Oh, payday tomorrow. I forget about payday because you get paid at a strange time, and obviously I get paid very infrequently. So yeah, so it's like I don't know, paydays don't happen in a normal time for us, do they? In a normal time frame.
Yeah. So
let's have a look. Oh, this is turning out quite cute. So I'm going to do a little brown bunny, I think. Yes, I think I'll do a little brown bunny in shades of, should we do shades of E50 is what I'm going to go with, I think.
Has anybody got a bunny as a pet? I've always, when I see them, I always think, oh God, I'd absolutely love one.
Oh, they're so
but
cute.
I can just imagine the carnage of two cats.
Oh yeah, no.
And a bunny rabbit.
Yeah, not a good mix with the cats. But oh, they are so cute. Did you not have them when you were kids?
Bunnies?
Bunnies, no.
No, we always had hamsters.
We had hamsters.
Never had bunny rabbits.
Oh, they're so cute. We had hamsters, guinea pigs, and rabbits.
Yeah.
And then cats. So we've done
the little fairy ones then.
Yeah.
Little fairy things.
And we had a dwarf. That first rabbit was a dwarf rabbit.
Oh.
So it got tiny little ears.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know when we go to Thornbury and they've got the rabbits there. Do you remember last time we went and there were some that were absolutely massive?
They were huge.
They're like the opposite of dwarfs. They're like
giants. They were giants. The lop-eared ones. I always wanted a lop-eared rabbit.
Yeah.
Because they are very, very cute. And they're very tufty and fluffy. Yeah, they are super cute. And a lot of people, because I always used to think, like the poor little thing was out in the cold, you know, in winter.
Yeah.
And I hated it. And my dad had made the most adorable, like rabbit run.
Yeah.
You know, with chicken wire and all of that.
Yeah.
So they got a lovely, lovely house, and it had got. Shall I zoom in a little bit for this? But it's not as warm as being in the house, is it?
No.
And some people have their rabbits in the house, and some of them are even litter trained.
No.
Yeah.
A litter trained rabbit.
A litter trained rabbit.
Wow.
Well, you couldn't have a rabbit
No, of course not.
just doing his business.
I hadn't even considered that.
Yeah, because they do just like hop and drop.
Hop and drop.
Pretty much.
And Alison Pendlebury Brown says, my friend has a lionhead rabbit. Oh my goodness. It's gorgeous and so floofy.
Floofy.
Christina says, bunnies are fun. I have one bunny, Lolly, my daughter's bun.
So cute.
And I picked my baby bunny up on Sunday. I'm so excited. She's 8 weeks old.
Oh, that's very cute. Baby bunnies.
Christina says that her rabbits are litter trained.
Are they? Oh, that's so clever. That is really clever, isn't it?
So they can just run about the house.
Just running around.
I know. Alison says I couldn't bear them to be outside. I know.
No,
right?
that's the thing, is that I really couldn't. But that is what you know. That's the norm, isn't it?
I have to link them up to like a little wood burner.
Yeah. So these little guys coming together quite nicely now.
There's one of my gaffers at work. He's got a tortoise.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah, they have to wake her up every few weeks to feed her.
Oh, you actually have to wake her up to feed her. That's
I think they wake her up like every 3 weeks or so to feed her.
Oh my goodness. They are like having children, aren't they? Really, pets. I mean, you know, I wonder if it's easier to train a rabbit to use a litter tray than it is to train a cat to use a cat flap.
To be fair, Rosie is the only cat that's ever struggled with a cat flap.
To be fair, she is. Bless her. I wonder why. It's very strange.
Lunan says there were wild rabbits on one of her gardens when she was little.
Oh, how cute.
Leanne loves this image, starry-eyed emoji.
It's a very cute one. Very, very cute one, this one.
What set is this one from?
This is the All Occasion Critters.
Oh, yeah.
And we have just had restocks. I think, oh, no, I'm lying to you. We've got that they're on their way, these. I think I did restock it, and it lasted all of about 5 seconds. They're more on the way of these. So if you like this set, never fear. It's one that we will always keep getting back in stock, because it has been possibly one of our most popular sets to date, I would say. So I've not coloured in his honey pots or those little bees, because we're not going to use those, so we don't need to. So let me just, I'm going to move this down a little bit, and I'll move my head forward, because I just want to make sure I'm lining him up correctly, because he is wee, and I don't want to cut his ears off. So sorry if my...
Joe started saying "we" for small all the time now since watching Line of Duty.
Have I?
Yeah.
I haven't noticed I've said it before today.
Yeah, that's a couple of times you said it today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's really weird. I don't know why that is.
I don't know why.
Is it because
Ted says it on Line of Duty.
Does he?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've never noticed he says that, but maybe subconsciously.
You wee
It's
gob.
Oh, right. Yes, he does say that, yes.
He says "we" quite a lot.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I think you've subconsciously picked it
Subconsciously
up
I've
and I've just
absorbed
pointed it out.
Ooh. I did not realise. I did not realise. So, I did say that I was going to do a quick bit of colouring of the... one of my little bees has come out, look. One of my little bees. I have got a little bit of washi tape on my stand in front of me that has got 2 bees that I cut out of it last week when I cut this little guy out before. So I'm gaining a little beehive here. So let me put my little bees on there. How many bees does it take to make a beehive, do you think? So there you go, that's him cut out absolutely beautifully. So you may have seen on the Digi stamp set as well that there are different sizes. So there is a larger size as well. So if you want to share this with the little teaspoons in your life, then these are perhaps a little bit easier to colour in. But also if you're wanting to just have a little bit of a practice run, these are a good place to start. So I'll just quickly colour in the basket just to show you that it is super easy. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, I don't normally colour this way, but because it is a small image, well, this bit is quite small with it being narrow, it's sometimes better to start with your darkest first. But also I am using paper rather than cardstock, so it's probably going to be a little bit less forgiving, and it's also I'm using inkjet printer ink and not my Memento, so they're just things that we just need to be a little bit conscious of. So I'm just going around my little frill. I'm not going right up to the edges because I don't want to hit too much of that printer ink.
Annalise is a fan of Line of Duty.
Are you? Yes, you very much an Anglophile, aren't you? I think that's the right word to use.
What's that?
Because her mum, she likes British things because her mum's... Do your mum that's British? Or lived in England, Annalisa? I seem to recall. Because she definitely knows a Yorkshire brew.
Lindsay Turner's come up with her top tip for digital images.
Go ahead.
She says to spray them with hairspray to set the ink.
Oh, that's a good idea. That is a really good one. Never tried it, but I have heard that before, to be honest. I have heard of that one. So I'm just adding the highlights. And like I say, you can with anything, you know, you can always cover up any mistakes when you cut it out. Really, it would be my top tip. The other top tip is to, because we're doing it quite quick here, is to just let each colour that you add dry before you add the next one. We're going at it quite quickly because we're doing this live, but you could definitely just give it a little bit longer than I'm doing in between each layer. And I'm going to do the green on the inside, and this is I don't even know how to pronounce that. Mignonette, YG11. Let's just call it YG11. So this is my lightest shade. I'm just going to add that all over the inside of my my basket, and then the darkest shade will go nearest that line, and then I can just blend that out. And then I just like to add a little bit around some of those little scallops, and again just adding a little bit because we haven't really given it much chance to dry. So, and that is as simple as it needs to be. Now, to cut it out, obviously fuzzy cut around the outside, but then for the inner portion I used my craft knife, and I don't like to put any score lines right in the centre of my mat, so I'll just zoom out a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. Ooh. Sorry if I'm jiggling you about too much. So I'll just move those out of the way. So I just take this to one side, and hopefully you can still see that. But I will just put across, and be very careful obviously with your craft knives, and make a little hole in the centre, and that means I can get my scissors in to cut out the centre. If you are clever with a craft knife, you might be able to just cut it out with the craft knife, but I'm not. I'd rather use my scissors. So that just makes that super easy to do. So, and then I just added a few white highlights. So we can start constructing our card now, because I think we're pretty much there. We might do, like I say, just add a few more of these little oh, has that got clogged up? Yeah, a few more little Easter eggs. But then I think we might almost be there. And I think this is just a really nice, bright spring card. Okay.
Yeah, even if you didn't want to send it for Easter.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't want to use the sentiment, just the rabbit, and even just the bag with the basket with eggs in.
The basket, you could actually put flowers in.
Yeah. So
if you've got the Spring Blooms die set that we just released, you could use some of the flowers that are in there. The little die sets that we've just used. So you've got the Seam Builder set, has got loads of little flowers. You could actually cut those all out of different coloured cardstock and fill it full of flowers. There's leaves in there as well, so you could build up a nice basket of flowers and then just have a different sentiment. So on the sheet you've actually also got they all Easter related, aren't they, but you have got different sentiments in the die sale, like the Hello Sunshine, which I think could be a really appropriate one for spring. That would be a really cool one to do, wouldn't it? Yes, Joe, it would. It'd be great. To be absolutely smashing.
It would be absolutely most wonderful.
Would it be most wonderful?
Christina says, or even little donuts for a birthday card.
Oh, I love that idea. So we've got the Bearing Gifts stamp set with all the little bears that have got the cake and the donuts in there. So you could actually fill it full of treats, and the little bear is bearing gifts with his basket of goodies. That's such a good idea, Christina. I love that. I'm going to have to do that now, I think. I really like that idea.
I like donuts.
Yes, you do. That was just a, I like donuts.
It's like a
Just like apropos to nothing.
Anchorman, I love lamb, but I love donuts.
It was, yeah. It was. That was funny. So I'm going to put these layers all on flat because we're going to add dimension to the rest. So I'm just eyeballing that, hoping that that is central. And let's just pop these to one side, and I'm going to add our little bit of fake grass on the bottom there, and just line that up. Have I lined that up correctly with my the position of my clouds? So this is why I have to use liquid glue, because I'm terrible. And I think we'll pop this up on some foam pads. Is my thoughts. Oh, I feel I've got very stiff back today. I feel.
I've got quite a lot of ache and pains today.
Have you?
I've got to say.
I think that a nice soak in a bath is what's called for. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Don't you think?
I'm partial to a bath.
Yeah, it's just there's nothing better really for aching body parts. I don't think.
Rest and recuperation.
Yeah. So let's get the foam pads off the back of here, and then we can start putting together our little scene. I mean, I don't know how our little bunny is going to carry this basket. It is quite...
Just making it up off the cuff.
It's quite a large basket, isn't it? But maybe somebody brought him the basket, don't you think? And then I'm just going to pop this up on some foam as well. Just there. Yeah. So I'll have a little bit of glue on the top there. And then just take that bit of tape off. Got a bit of a smudge there somehow.
Lunan says he will have to eat some of the eggs to make it lighter.
Yeah, that's it. So, and then we've got the basket's gonna go there. Now a little guy, he's so cute. So then we can have a little cloud popping off there. Now two little clouds popping off there. That's cute. Right, need a little bit of glue just on the edge of this one. Pop these two together like so.
Annalisa loves the way you coloured the word hoppy.
It looks cute, doesn't it?
How did you come up with the sentiment hoppy Easter?
Shut up. I really don't know, Anthony. These things sometimes they just come to you, don't they? You take the mickey out of me so bad.
Does anybody else do this? So Jo sleeps on her bedside table is a little notepad. So if she wakes up in the middle of the night thinking about something, she can jot it down.
Yes, has to be done. Has to be.
Has to be.
Otherwise, I can't sleep because then I'm just laid awake thinking, don't forget that, don't forget that. And then you can't go to sleep. And then what happens is you fall asleep at some stupid o'clock in the morning and you forget. You've been up all night trying not to forget, and then you forget. So we've now got our little cute little bunny, and I've already coloured up some of these little eggs. They look quite cute on there, don't they? Shall we go for full on overload with the eggs?
Egg in hell.
Egg in hell. What do you think? Is
How
that too much?
exciting.
Is that too much? Is that too much? Am I too excited?
No, that's excellent.
Is it excellent?
No yolk. I love that.
So we've got. We could just have eggs everywhere. Oh, it's cute, isn't it? And the good thing with Digi-stamps is obviously you can print them out as many times as you like, without any worries. I don't think he's holding it, is he? He could be. Could be holding that one aloft, look. Aloft, that's a good word, isn't it? Did you like that? You weren't bothered, were you?
I love it. No, I do.
Do you think that looks
yeah,
cute?
It looks alright. That's not, it's not too much.
Is it not too much?
No.
I mean, it's Easter.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you've got to have.
Do you think he's possibly pinched some
I think he has.
out of the basket?
Yes.
Alison Chelsea says this is extreme crafting.
It is extreme crafting. I love it. I know. I got it. I was there. I've fussy cut this, and I'm just being a bit of a weirdo.
Cracking joke, that, Alison.
Hey. Do you know what? I do want some chocolate now after all this. Definitely gonna have to have some chocolate. Right, so I like him holding on to his eggs. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue here so that I can position one egg over there, and then this one is just going to go in his little paw there. I can't tell you how happy that that little thing does me. That's just, I know I'm sad, but I love him. He's so cute. Right, so I need some more foam tape, but I need thinner foam tape. Oh God, I can't bend. I'm that stiff. Stiff as a board. Oh no, I've dropped it now. Right, so we don't need that little stripy one. These guys, we're not going to pop these up, so let me just stick those down. But I am loving this. It's giving me much happiness, and that really is what this is all about, isn't it? If it makes you happy, that's all that counts.
Christina says it's adorable. I love the extra eggs.
The extra eggs. Everybody's getting on board with the puns. That's too long now, isn't it? So I did cut a little slit in the top of this one with my craft knife, but actually I didn't need to have done. So you don't need to do that bit. So I'm just going to add foam tape on the back of that little bow, and then I am going to just add some really small bits, if I can cut them down small enough, just on either side, just to stop it bowing too much. But you might want to spend a bit of time just adding some smaller foam dots around the edges, just to support it a little bit. But you don't want to watch me adding loads of foam tape.
Yeah, especially if you're sending it to someone as well, just prevent
Yeah.
any sort of tears or damage in the post.
Absolutely. So yeah, definitely spend a bit of time just putting a bit more tape on. And the other thing to say is you don't have to put them on foam tape. You know, you can just leave them as flat images, so then you won't have that worry. So a bit of foam tape on the back of our little bunny here, so that he's the same height. And a little bit on that that egg there. And I think his ears will be supported. And then we can get these added. And these tiny bits of tape. Oh, come on. Yay! I haven't drunk any of my cup of tea.
I don't know why
I don't know why you bother.
I don't know why I slave away.
I slave away.
You're
don't
working
we?
all day.
I know.
Come in, make your dinner, make you a brew.
I know you did make dinner.
You don't even drink it. Can you believe that?
I know. I just got so excited about my Easter stuff that I didn't have a chance to drink it. Oops. So, little bunny. And to say that this little bunny is a non-Easter bunny and everything else is non-Easter, I think we've done quite a good job really of doing an Easter card with just our eggs and Easter basket. So I'm going to add a little bit of, in fact I'll do that afterwards because I don't want that to be wet. Where did I put my jelly roll pen then? Anybody? Any ideas? Oh, there she is. So I'm just going to use my jelly roll pen here to add some highlights to these eggs because I didn't get a chance to do that earlier. So just add a little bit of highlight there. I'm going to do the same on my letters. Just adding a bit of highlight to the edges there. And then we'll also do the same on the little bunny's head and his belly. Some little whiskers.
Christina says this is so relaxing watching you craft and listening to you both.
Well, listening to us both witter on about nonsense.
Lucy Dye says I am so cute. Annalisa says I am so pretty.
What? You're not so pretty.
Annalisa agrees with Christina in that it's very relaxing.
It is nice watching other people craft, I have to say.
You love it. You're always
do.
watching other people.
I know, I do. I love it. I'm not going to lie. I do, because I just think I like to hear people chat about crafting. I like, you know, watching their techniques and you know, getting involved. It's really cool. So, oh, that looks like that's very much bunged up. Let's see. Yes. My glossy accents has got a little bit jammed.
Lindsay Turner says so cute with a bunny and love heart eyes.
This is very sweet. I'm not sure if I think I made some Easter projects for Create and Craft last year with our the Hip Hop Hooray stamp set, which I know was very popular and a lot of people have asked me to bring back. So we will be doing a bunny set very soon, so do look out for that. It won't be the same one because, you know, sometimes we like to we will redo things, but we like to do things a bit differently, don't we, as well. So so I think I did like some Easter banners and things for the Create and Craft magazine, but that really, I've not really done any kind of Easter card or anything like that before, I don't think. So this is a bit of a first, and I feel like I want some stickles, but I don't know where my stickles have gone. Oh, there they are. Is it those ones that I want though? I feel like, you know, a bit of stickles would be nice, but I don't quite know where to put it, and I don't want to spoil it. No, I'm going to leave it. sometimes less is more, isn't it? Christina says she's normally doing the lives herself in her group, so this is a nice change of pace for sure. Thank you for a lovely evening. You're very, very welcome. It's lovely to see you. We'll have to come and watch your lives. That'd be relaxing for me. Right, I've gone and got frozen on that screen, but I'm just going to give you a closer look at the depth and all the loveliness there. Isn't that cute? I think that's turned out really, really sweet. And I don't think that you would know that you'd mixed Digi stamps and regular stamps there either. We've mixed different die sets as well. So I don't know if you could pick up there actually that bit of embossing in the background as well, which is just really cool. So we've used a few die sets. We've used the windmill add-on die set for our clouds. We used the scene builder die set for our mound of grass, and then we used the Nordic star die to create our background, and then I've used the circle dies and the oval nesting dies there as well. And then I also used the zigzag, the one that I couldn't say, the zigzag frame and tag die set as well to create our little banner in the background, and then the all occasion critters and our free Digi-stamp set. So there you go. I'm pretty happy with that.
That's really good. And if
I
anybody
love
doesn't
it.
know, this Digi-stamp, these Digi-stamps are available on the website for absolutely free download. I absolutely love that. I love the colours on it. It's not too in your face.
No, it's cute,
It's
isn't
the right
it?
blend of everything, really.
Yellow's not generally a colour I use a lot
Yeah.
either, and I think I just really like. I'm feeling the yellow at the moment. I just bought us some yellow ornaments, didn't I, for the little bedroom and bathroom. So I'm obviously on a bit of a yellow theme at the moment. So I think we'll call it a night. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, I'm just trying to reach my foam roll that's gone on the floor. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I've really enjoyed making this little Easter card. I hope that you find something that you like in the sale as well tonight. Like I say, it runs until midnight on the 31st, and we'll be back again next... Oh, well, I'll be back again on Tuesday for anybody who's signed up for the colouring class. So I know there's loads of you that have signed up for that, and we've got another cute bunny as part of that as well. So that's going to be a really fun one, and Ant will be helping me out with the comments on that as well.
I'll be joining on Tuesday, yes.
Just so that I can keep up, because it's hard when you're colouring. So if you haven't already seen that as well, do check out the colouring class on the website. And yeah, if you can't be with us for that, that's not a problem. We'll be back here again live on Thursday for the Facebook Live.
Yay!
Yay! Thanks ever so much, guys. I'm going to try and drink my cup of tea now, I think. See you all soon. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.